hello, and welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. Rootin, can you believe it?
Believe what? 35 years?
It's
Yeah, no, you know,
October! October 1939, baby. We're getting there. We're moving. We're shaking.
the polls are still alive, and that's a problem. It's
Um,
okay, wait a
hmm.
minute. Let me
Alright,
reiterate that
well,
one.
yeah, just gonna delete the VOD here.
Are you really?
And the VOD's not done yet, so I can't really do that. Although, I might have to edit the first 2 minutes on YouTube or whatever. Um,
I meant that in a very
mm,
tame sense. Not,
mm.
don't. Hey, I've been to Poland. The Poles were very mean to me. It's like, but they're still people in the end.
So basically, it's the same, Americans famous for their diplomacy. So today's scenario, 5 October 1939. This is for anybody who's wondering. This is one of essentially 3 scenarios that are going to be played in order uh, between myself and Rutan over the next few weeks, and then after that, we're essentially in the Winter War between Finland and Russia. So it should be pretty fun to actually get there. It's a nice milestone for me, at least. It should be one for you as well, Rutan.
Oh
So
yeah, no, I still have yet to play the Finns on anything. So
it's gonna make this whole endeavor that much better, because once we get into Finnish versus Russian, that's when there's a lot of shenanigans with the with firepower and stuff.
I love my firepower shenanigans.
I mean, I'm looking at the first scenario, and it's 12 defenders versus 26 attackers, and the attackers get artillery, and I know why, because I'm pretty sure those Finnish squads are like 838s. So I'll probably be the Russians. Um, but
Sure.
well, you should have like a fun scenario if you're gonna like play the Finns for the first time. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, no, I mean, like, and I'm gonna say this right now. It's like you gotta be more assertive with who you want to play because I know for the last few scenarios you're like, I don't care who we play. If you do not choose, I will play the Finns every single time.
oh, I'm definitely gonna want to change a pace at some
Yeah.
point. That's for sure.
Okay.
um, but getting back to today's scenario, this is scenario BG-6 Last Hurrah, not to be confused with The Last Hurrah, which is a module by MMP. This is a scenario from Broken Ground Designs, which is mostly a counter developer, producer, publisher, whatever, in Canada. So if you're ever interested, go bug his website for it. This scenario takes place in October. There's a special SSR to maintain the grain, because normally October grain would not no longer be in season. A couple of things to point out here, other than that special rule, all buildings are wooden, so not going to be that favorable for the Germans on defense. In CC, each Polish infantry adds 1 to its firepower for odds determination. So basically, the Poles will never fight 1-to-1, or actually, they'll always fight 1-to-1. The Germans will never fight 1-to-1, which is bad. It's really bad.
Yeah. That's no hand to hand though, which sucks. But
You
it is
don't.
what it is.
I don't think you need it really. Although it would be kind of funny if you also had hand to hand, because then like you just get everybody to hand to hand. Why not?
I'm
Um,
Japanese.
that's right. And lastly, there are some wagons that are pulling some artillery pieces. The objective of for the Germans is to get the artillery pieces from Q5 off board I-10. Now, because they are towing something, or they have something hooked up, I'm pretty sure there's an extra cost for dragging them along. So it looks fairly close, and it is, but in terms of movement points, I think it'll take us 3 or 4 turns to get from. Well, it'll take me anyways, 3 to 4 turns to get from point A to point B. Wagons cannot gallop, so you can't circumvent those rules. And also, the wagons are confined to road movement. So hopefully we won't see the instant collapse of the German defenders. And by that, I've probably already cursed myself. Um, the only thing I really have going for me, I think, is I've got a couple LMGs, which is nice. My ELR is not crap, and it's pretty much it. So you've already got your sniper. Cool, cool, cool. I think I have to put my sniper here, X5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's probably the only one of the only real spots.
Alright.
So yeah, you've got cavalry, you've got infantry, and I have a whole lot of problems. Do your worst.
I think I say this every time we play. Have I ever told you that I hate cavalry?
One shouldn't hate cavalry. If you can charge with cavalry, it's awesome.
I can't wait until 1942.
Partisans, baby, partisan cavalry.
You know what? You could play the cavalry at that point.
You,
Yeah, good.
I'm probably due for playing cavalry. This is the second scenario where in a row where I play Germans getting attacked by Polish cavalry with not good odds for me. So
All right. Well, let's get into it, shall we?
sure, sure.
Weather. Dang,
Was,
that's my only 4 of the game.
that was a nice whip sound.
Let me see. I'm not gonna shoot anything, so.
Yeah, I assume you'll go to movement. And while you do initial moves and all that, I also do want to point out before I forget, anybody who plays this scenario, keep in mind what the scenario looks like on the scenario card, and not what the game, it's trying to tell you, because essentially the image is wrong. Board 70 is on the left, and board BG-1 is on the right, and there's a formatting thing where that, for whatever reason, I don't like how it's written, and it's kind of confusing. So, anyways.
Alright. So, we'll start with this bozo right here. He's gonna go 1,
Bozo's there.
2,
Bozo's still there.
3.
You know what? I'll take a 2 down 2 shot. 7 on 2 is nothing.
Cool. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. 2, 3. So if greens can CX, right?
They can CX. I believe conscripts might be the only ones that need to have a leader to CX with.
Okay.
It's I'll double check just in case, but yeah, and they don't get 6. If they don't CX with a leader, they only go up to 5.
Yeah.
But if they're with a leader, I think the leader just takes away that inexperienced issue.
Alright. So he's gonna go here for 2.
Sounds good.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Say 4, 5.
Okay. During World War II, many hastily raised personnel and poorly trained. Yeah, green conscripts never get stealth. Green MMC stacked with an unbroken leader exempt from the restrictive rules of inexperienced personnel. Movement, they have a basic allotment of 3, not 4, but can still use or get the 2 movement factor bonus for movement with a leader. Yeah, if you're moving in a stack, you have 6, not 5, but you have to be with a leader, obviously. Berserk and Human Wave still get 8, even if you're inexperienced.
Okay. So this guy's gonna CX.
Sure.
Nope, not that guy. This guy.
Get it together, Rune.
I know, I'm a piece of shit.
How many times have we played this game?
So he'll bypass for 1,
Mm-hmm.
bypass for 2,
Sure.
3, 4 into here.
Okay.
Any shots from the good doctor?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I thought that was a pretty clever thing I just said.
Look, my guy in R1 can't see you, so he can't shoot you.
Okay, let's see. The green squad and the leader will go here for 2.
Sure.
3.
Okay.
4, 5.
Really tempting things. Yeah, I'll take a 4 flat. 8 nothing, and I'll take a 7 flat. 5 on 7. I'm pretty sure I don't touch any green, but might as well check. Yeah, I don't touch green. 5 on 7. It's probably like a 1 check or something. 2 check. Wow, it's a 2 check. All right, cool.
2 check. Jeez. He's pinned. There we go. There we go.
That is.
Okay. What do we get? Berserk. Let's go, baby.
Are you berserk? Because there's no there's no God, what's the word? I can't think of the word. No quarter is not in effect.
I got no from heat of battle though.
But you'll be a +2 for because you'd go to surrender. No.
But is that only if I'm like next to a guy or?
No, it happens no matter what, which is why it's particularly stupid. It's that like you just immediately break, and you're disrupted. I think.
No.
It's honestly it's the one thing I dislike about heat of battle is the surrender. It's particularly annoying. Surrender. A final heat of battle DR 12 or greater cause the effective unit to become broken if it's not already and disrupted, and to surrender immediately to any adjacent known good order enemy infantry cavalry if they share the same location. If no such enemy is adjacent, the unit is only disrupted instead. What's the exceptions here? No quarter, Japanese, Gurkhas, partisans, fanatics, commissars, SS versus Russian. Yeah, it's just basically saying if you're one of those groups, you become berserk instead.
I'm used to being the ones that berserk instead. Is it really no quarter?
There's no unless I missed it. I don't think no quarter's invoked.
Okay.
Dry, kindling, seasons, grain, buildings, wooden overlays, CC for Polish. Yeah, I don't see anything for no quarter.
Okay, so I'm just a broken bitch then.
Yeah, that one guy is just broken and disrupted.
That is stupid.
I don't disagree.
I roll a snake eyes on a morale check and I get broken anyways. What is that?
Again, it's the one thing I dislike because you would think that I would far more appreciate it if it was because you also can't normal route, which means those guys are stuck there. Like they can't actually leave, which means that you can easily pick them up as prisoners, which I think is fine under certain circumstances, but in this one, not so much.
All right, well, this guy will CX.
Yep.
He'll go here for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Here for 3.
Sure.
Here for 4, 5.
I'll take a subsequent from R1, 2 flat.
All right.
You're good.
And he'll go here for 6.
That guy is a first line. Well, if he's still moving, I will take a final protective. I'm gonna pin myself. That's a down 1, is it? Cause you That might actually just be flat. Because you get the benefits of the wall as soon as you get in the hex, right?
So yeah, that'd be +2 down
And then down 2.
1 for not. Well, down 1 for not assault moving. Because if I have the wall, then I don't get the open bound. So now we be +1.
That's right. Because I always think that walls shouldn't take away from open ground. But yeah, anyways, it wouldn't matter still because it's a 7-on-2. So
Okay. All right. Well. Leader going to go here for 1.5.
sure.
Here for 3.
Okay.
Here for 6.
Sounds bueno. Wait, 6 or 5?
It's building, so 2. Oh, 5. Yeah. 5. Yeah.
I mean,
5.
if you want to, you can pay the. You can pay it, but.
Yeah. Any shots, senor?
No.
Sure.
I am very sure.
Okay. I will go ahead and declare gallop on all these bucks.
Some galop, okay?
Don't say it like that.
Hey, wait, you don't like some Geish galop?
Gosh. I'm playing the Polish, so it sounds like you're saying goulash, and I'm like, no.
I've suffered enough. I've suffered enough.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so if I can inflict that on my opponent enough times, they'll quit, and I'll get the victory. I need someone in chat to tell me that's a really good idea. Otherwise, I will feel bad. Also, I think I'm coming to the realization that the elevation effect for walls, if you reduce the wall to 0, it's counted as open ground. And I think that's what keeps fucking me up. Also, if you shoot through a spot where the wall doesn't cover, then you also get open ground.
Are you learning about walls in here?
Yeah, well, learning, I think I'm just like relearning it. It's one of those things. It's actually reminds me, someone left a very angry comment on my videos. This is like on the ASL, like I was doing a Red Factory campaign game. This is like years ago.
Oh.
And yeah, it's like them being like, ASL absolutely sucks. It's not a game, it's a rule memorizing exercise. And I was just the rest of it doesn't really matter. My only thing I could really say to it was like Warhammer 40K, probably any game that involves Star Wars, MMOs, rules are inherent to video games or games in general. ASL has a bunch, sure, but it's not like you can't memorize them. After a while, you get used to it, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, you're galloping. What's up?
Okay. So, start with this ginger fuck. We'll go here for 1.
Sure.
2.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Yep.
4. Oh, sorry, 4.
Okay.
5.
When you get there, I'll take a shot with Q6.
Okay.
I don't actually know what the... I don't touch the grain, which is great. It's halved, so it's a 2 firepower. I'm going to assume you get the hedge, because I forget if someone was talking about some dumb rule where cavalry would be like above a hedge or whatever. So you get the hedge, but it's still a -2, so it's a -1 overall 5 isn't enough to do anything to the horses, so the horses are fine. But if it's a down 1, is a 4 on 2, 1 morale check. And just make sure -2. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Sounds bad for me. And there is a residual.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7.
Can you jump hedges? Damn.
Yes, I can. I checked the terrain rules beforehand.
Damn, yeah. W? Oh no, wait, that's his hillside wall. I always do that by accident. Yeah, 1 plus cost of terrain only? Damn. Well, I'm getting scammed here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let me.
I'll take a second shot from Q6.
Oh, you tease.
That is a 2 down 2 at that point. And they're finaled. 4 on 2, same thing, 1 morale check.
Oh, I'm good. I'm alive, baby.
I'm so fucked.
Call the doctor, because I'm alive.
Okay, I just need if I can just get a wall of residual to do this.
8.
Um, hmm. I'll take a shot from R5. 4 down 1. Normal morale check. Okay.
So I break and I'm.
Yeah, so he's halved, broken, and then you do bailout.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Half squat, broken,
And
and
then
I take another morale check.
yeah, for bailout.
He's fine, and then this is gone.
Are you fine? Morale's 5. You
yeah,
ELR
half
too.
squad.
Yeah, it's an ELR and everything. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Well, the 1 firepower residual there was worth it.
Okay.
Look, it only took most of my guys shooting for this result. So really, it's a victory for me? Question mark.
Whatever you say, man. Gotta go here for 1.
Yep.
2.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Sure.
4.
Yep.
5.
1 down 2. It's a 5 on 1. They can't be pinned. You're good.
6.
Oh man. I will take a shot with the LMG. No, you know what? I'll take a shot with both. 7 down 2. Yeah, I only get a down 2 from that. You're good because it's a pin test check.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 7.
Okay.
8.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Fine, I will subsequent. It's a 7 down 2. 4 on 7. That will be enough to have the horses. And then 4 on 7 is a 2 check.
2 check. Okay. 6, 6. Yay, there we go. Don't surrender again.
You can't. Before, you don't do anything for cavalry on heat of battle.
Oh, that's. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, so half of them come off.
Wait, hold on. That says. Why does that say waiting cavalry? Don't tell me that cavalry suffer heat of battle. That doesn't make any sense.
No, waiting / cavalry, right?
See, I want to agree with you. Okay, A15.A. It's
Oh.
it's just no, we're correct. Cavalry, it's the chart that's not formatted properly. We're good. You don't take it.
Okay.
Phew. Kind of. So yeah, essentially you have they get split into two half squads, and one of them is forced to bail out
Okay.
just because of the result on the horse.
Okay. And then when he bails out, he has to take a normal.
Yeah, you still take just a regular morale check.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
No, it's break in the LR. Alright.
and then you're good to go or continue.
1, 2. Oh, where am I at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
9. I think you're at
9.
9. 9 sounds right, anyways.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 10.
You there?
11.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Sure.
13.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Okay.
15, 16.
Sure.
17.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Okay.
I only get 6 extra, right?
No, if you gallop at the start, it's 20.
Oh, it's 20.
Yeah. 18
Oh.
is a late gallop.
Oh, okay.
Or is it? I think it
19.
might be 16. 18 sounds right, but it might be. Anyways, doesn't matter. You got 20.
Okay. So 19, and then 20.
Sure. Uh, wait. Or by 4 by declaring a gallop during its movement phase. Yeah. So it's 16 if it's late, 20 if it's early, or 20
Okay.
if it's start.
1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Yep.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Sure.
5.
That's normal.
He's fine.
You're good.
6, 7,
You're good.
8,
Sure.
9,
Mm-hmm.
10,
Yep.
11.
I will final protective. I'm very lucky on that one. Didn't even pin. That'll be the same as before. Does something to the horse. We'll worry about that afterwards. 2 morale check. Or at least I'm pretty sure you do. Pretty sure you do the effect first and then the horses. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rider of an eliminated horse must bail out after all morale checking. Blah.
2 morale check, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, and then half squad. Clone. Half squad is dead. So he broke. He automatically has to bail out again,
Yeah.
but he's fine. For now. Alright. 1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Yep.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Sure.
5, 6, or 5.
It's a down 2. It's a normal.
No pin.
Yeah, you're good.
6, 7.
Jesus, normal.
8,
Mm-hmm.
9.
Yep.
10,
Sure.
11.
You've okay. Well,
He's dead. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
throw a sniper.
Oh.
No. All right. Well, you're good.
6, 7.
You're still good.
8,
Mhm.
9, 10, 11.
You're good.
12,
Man. You're good.
13.
I'm gonna chance it here. This is probably a mistake, but okay. That is 7 down 2. This is gross. 3 on a 7 K2,
Okay.
and that's
Uh,
a horse thing as well.
well, leader first. Yep, squad's casualty reduced. So does the squad even make it? Nope, they're dead as well. So then down to the leader. Leader's there. Cool. Yep, that's about as well as I thought I was gonna go.
Would the squad, because they were casualty reduced, but they broke on the shot. They should still be alive but broken, wouldn't they? As a half squad, and then they would take a bailing out. I'm trying to give you those guys a chance at living. I'm trying to do something.
I already did the bailout, and they. Oh no, I didn't do the bailout. Okay, they are alive.
Yeah, so you got a half squad broken, but at least it's still alive.
Damn it. Um, cool. Okay. That's all my movement.
All right. Defensive. I don't have anything I can do. Advanced fire phase.
Alright. I mean, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll shoot 3 up, 1 at you. If I, yeah, 3 up, 1 into there.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. Routes. That guy can't route. This guy, I guess they both surrender.
Yeah. I will, because it's an option. Who's surrendering first?
The 5 guy.
The 5 guy. Is there anybody? Those guys will get away anyways. You know what? Would you be able to? No, I think you could do it either way. Yeah, I'm gonna refuse surrender just for the no quarter. Makes the most sense. I'm just trying to think. I think this guy's still allowed to low crawl
Yes.
because it happens automatically or at the instant that it occurs. But yeah, I don't think you're penalized for having to low crawl, even if it's just open ground.
Well, this guy will just move route back into here.
Yep.
He'll low crawl to here.
Sounds
And
bueno.
guy up top can't do it because he's disrupted. He doesn't know what a snake eyes means on a morale check.
Yeah, the dumb back and forth.
Okay, advance. This guy goes up. This guy goes up. This guy goes up. This guy goes up. I mean, can't really do anything else. So, I mean, I could do. You know, no, I rather not. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 of them. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Close combat.
Close combat. Ambush. Well, okay.
No,
Well, didn't matter. Son of a bitch.
Alright, 1 to 1. Nope.
I'm at a.
1 to 2.
I'm at a 1 to 4.
Or 1 to 4.
Yeah, I'm at a 1 to 4. Down 1 doesn't do anything. Turns into a melee.
Cool. Alright. Next turn.
Rally phase, nothing.
I'm gonna try to rally the guys in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That comes off. I'm gonna try to rally the guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, nope. Oh, no.
It goes to 9 down to 7. Close though. All right. I think that's everybody. Prep fire phase. I'm gonna try and do this quick here. So, he's gonna have to move. 4 firepower up 2 against T4. Nope. And a cower. Oops. Wrong one. And a cower. I'll do a 7 up 1 against the guys in T2. 6 on 7 is 1 check, is it? Or is it normal? 6 on 7, 1 check.
Normal. It's normal if it's on a 6.
No, I'm on 7 because the squad is a 4 in the LMG. So 1 check.
Okay. Okay.
What else do I got? Don't need anything there. I think I'll go to movement. Squad in Q6 going to declare CX. Excuse me. Goes to B5 road for 1.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
And then we'll just 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Squad with the LMG and C2 is going to assault move to D1.
I'll take a shot at him.
Sure.
For
It's a +1 for the hedge. That's it.
5, 6. All right. 3 up 1.
Oof.
4,
4 and 3, 1 check. Pinned. This.
Not what I needed.
Stacking D4 is going to go to E4 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Bypass F3, F4 for 2.
Okay.
3, 4 to G3.
All right.
And then H2 for 5.
Okay.
And then the wagons, I just need to, I want to check. So if I'm confined, do I get road bonus? I don't think I do. Where's horse-drawn transport? For example, entry of a road hexide costs 1, not 1/2. Cool. So yeah, I have to come on here. So 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. Other guys just gonna do the exact same thing. That is it for movement phase. Defensive fire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 4 up 2. 7 on 4 is fantastic here.
Pinned.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Sounds good. Advanced fire phase. I mean, there's no point, so I'm not gonna bother. Routes. Routes is problems. I have none. Doesn't.
This guy moves back. This guy dies for failure to route.
Yeah, none of this feels
This
good.
guy has to low crawl here.
Yep, sounds good. Advanced phase. CX guy in G5 goes to H4. Guys in H2 go to H1. And that's all I really can do. CC. I just got the one in R1. I'm at a 1 to 2. Nope. Son of a
Ramen.
bitch. You'll also get a field promotion.
1 die.
Uh, yes, because
Yeah.
it's just leader creation.
2.
2. Are there any? You weren't against AFVs. You're not British, German, or US. You're not broken. I think it's just a straight 8-0.
Cool. Oop. There you go.
Then turn 2 polls.
All right.
Pins.
I should have read about that way. Alright. Oh well. Start with this one. No. Okay.
I mean, so if you want to move that guy to T1, like, I'm fine with you doing that.
Okay.
Because, like, no real reason to go to U2. All that sort of shenanigans.
Fair enough.
Like,
I'll do the.
sorry to cut off. Just the only consideration I can think of is I don't want R1 to win CC and then shoot, but you do the rally first and all that sort of jazz. So I don't know.
Got it. So I'll do the disrupted guy first.
Sure.
Nope. Broken guy. Nope.
I got nothing.
All right. Prep fire.
Mm-hmm.
These guys will shoot into here for 6 up to. 9 on the 4 is nothing, or 9 on the 6 is nothing. Alright. So this will go to do it. Well. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Here.
Okay.
No. And then. I mean. I have to keep shooting him here. 7 on a 3, no. I think that's pin. No, is that pin? Or no?
You get the +1 for hedge, but
So, no.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Movement. This cavalry is gonna go here for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Here for, what is it, 2.5?
Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't thinking about it before. I'm gonna shoot with this guy. It doesn't. It's still within, so whatever. 4 down 1. Cowards. Can't imagine that would be. That's 7 on 2. Yeah, no, you're good. Oh, and I'm CX, so it doesn't matter.
So that's 2.5. 3, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
5.5.
Sure.
6.
Mm-hmm.
And then do I just, if I'm here, then I say I take it over, or I have to roll for that?
So I don't think you can. Can you? Because if they're towing something, I don't know if you can take it over. You might be able to. I mean, they are currently in motion. Is there a counter on there? No, you can't drop a motion. All right, you just got to do it the hard way. I mean, we'll say you control it, and I'll look to see if there's anything, but because that's the only thing I could think of is if it's towing a unit, then
Don't have to roll. Don't have to roll to do it though.
No, because you're thinking of if they gallop and you're trying to like blow up the wagon by running it around. Yeah, the only thing I can think of would be And the designers didn't think of this because, well, why would you? Uh, I think it wouldn't revert to your control. It wouldn't go to your control, not revert. Sorry. It wouldn't go to your control if the gun crews were in the vehicle,
Yeah.
but they didn't give me crews, and that seems like a it seems like an oversight now. But yeah, you're still good no matter what. I can't imagine what would otherwise take place.
So then if I move here, I control both now.
Yep.
Okay. But am I allowed to move them now or no?
It's a really good question. Like I don't, because the last time we did this, I'm pretty sure you're able to gain control of them and move them because you now control them. I don't see why like you wouldn't be able to.
Hmm.
Um, like the only thing I could think of is if you have to pick them up like support weapons. Is that maybe what we were thinking of?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Because I think I remember rolling for it, and that's why one of the wagons I didn't get control of. But it's worth checking because I don't want to suddenly be like, well, actually, for whatever. What is it? Mechanic, purpose. No. If I search for a support weapon, that's not it. Oh, right, because it's not here. It's through. It's not neutral counter. It's something else. I check white counter. Does it say white counter anywhere? White counters A12, 8.12. That's not it. Son of a bitch. If I go to cavalry, well, Taj, capacity, stacking. Enemy units, cavalry unit may move into through enemy occupied locations. Gallop fire, vulnerability. Horses. Horses are units never considered enemy units. Horse counter may be captured in the same manner as a support weapon via recovery, but need not be recovered by the side that last possessed it. So you would have to roll. No horse may be transported by vehicle, portage, or moved in route phase, advanced phase, or by assault movement. Unmounted horse may only move if accompanied by infantry cavalry.
Okay.
The one thing that's like sus about that is like unmounted horse. I don't think applies to wagons, because that doesn't seem to make sense if like one side can move them, right? So I think you're able to move them. You might have to do support weapon recovery. Um,
Yeah.
Now, does so at no extra cost if you're accompanying them. Terrain prohibition, sure. Um, you can lead units. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see anything else there. Now, the only question I guess would be same manner as support weapon via recovery, A4.44. So infantry may claim possession of an unpossessed support weapon gun. So I guess you can't do it on horseback. Is basically what it's saying. Which that seems like.
So
So you get in the hex and then you dismount. There's no cost for entering the hex and there's no extra cost for dismounting, because the unit is neutral and the infantry gun isn't like possessed, right?
gotcha. So I'm dismounting, and
So
then roll for recovery.
yes, yeah, and then it becomes a matter of like how much movement factors have you spent, because dismounting will get you down to like it's the fractions at that point, right? Because you were in K3, so it's
Yep.
one, and then that's grain is two or
2.5.
it's 2.5 or worse.
No, like 1.5. I'm not like should listen it.
Grain, yeah, no, it's 1.5. Yeah, so
Yeah.
2.5, and then four, five and a
Yeah.
half, 6.5, 7.5 out of 12. Dismount. Well, yeah, because you were already CX last turn. So 7
Yep.
out of 12. Yeah, if you dismount, I can't imagine why you wouldn't have one movement point left, and then you use it to recovery. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
It just means that he can't do any other movement, but yeah.
Okay, but the wagon can move now.
As far as I'm aware, like I can't imagine how you wouldn't be able to, because
Okay.
like you're taking control of the driver, I guess. Like I don't.
So the wagon's gonna go 2, 4, and then he'll go in here for 8.
Sure.
Okay. And then this guy 6 comes off. He's just going to. Yeah, he's gonna go here for 1.
Okay, you're there for one.
You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? Yeah,
I got no other options. If you choose to stop, I'm shooting you with the first fire open ground and all that. And if you choose to move, I'm shooting you with the first fire open ground and all that stuff.
well, fuck it. Here you go.
8 down 2. Oh, come on. Sniper, yeah. Come on. Alright, well.
It really is a last hurrah. Um. All right, this leader, he's going to CX.
Okay.
He's gonna go 1, 2.
Alright, well, you 14 down 2. 7 on 14's gotta be at least a 1 check. It's a 2 check. 7 on 14.
There you go. Another heat of battle. Jesus Christ.
Okay. No sniper.
8, 9. So that's 9. That's
That's
berserk.
Berserk, yeah.
And so he's just hello.
Well, I gotta shoot uh triple point blank fire. 21, 10.5. Up 1. So
Yeah.
8 on 10.5. Or 8 on 10. Normal. Alright.
He's fine.
Kind of figured that would happen.
Okay. Well, this has really been a scenario.
It's yeah. It's been silly.
Let's go home. Let's see my movement.
Sounds good. I mean, defensive first or defensive fire phase. I'll just return the favor. D1 to T9. Range is 6. It's full range. 7 up 1. Nope. And then fire group Q5 and R5 against T4. No, pretty sure that's nothing. And that'll be it. Advanced fire phase.
I got none. Routes. This guy's dead for failure to route. And that's all my routes.
I'm gonna hate if this so transport. A wagon provides transport services in the same manner as a truck. That I hate how they write that. D 6.7. All unarmored, fully wheeled vehicles. are generically covered by the truck rules. The only difference in transporting personnel by truck or unarmored is that both the vehicle and its passengers are subject to all forms of attack against its passengers in the same manner. Sure. Why does it say Dutch trucks playing aid?
It's a meme.
I don't get it. Few cases, truck survival, crew, portage points. Yeah, okay. I'm just make. I was worried that there'd be something in here that would contradict how we're playing this, and I don't see anything that does. The, the,
Um,
the only thing I can think of right now is like inherent driver is like D5.1.
um, all right. Well, advances.
Uh, you're right because we did that.
He'll advance. He stays there. Just because I want to fuck with you. He's gonna go here. And then this guy's gonna advance onto this wagon here.
Sure.
Cool. CC.
CC.
No ambush. I'm 1-6, baby.
Yep. And I'm
1 to.
Were you not marked CX? Or were you CX before and then?
Yeah, I was CX before. Yeah.
All right. Well, I was legit worried because of all the twos you pulled. It's like not another double.
Was 4 to 1, 4 to 1. You need it 9. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, there's no 5 to 1. There's no way.
Okay.
Especially with the down 2.
German turn 2.
German turn 2. Weather, no change. All unarmed vehicles are manned only by an inherent driver who never leaves the vehicle and is never treated as a crew. Whenever a crew leaves its vehicle, it becomes a vehicle crew counter. A vehicle crew counter has all the capability. Okay, but that's not. All rules dealing with inherent crews also apply to temporary crews unless stated otherwise. Man, I don't understand why they have to go through all of this. CE movement, ordnance, SMC, mobilization, crew survival, brew ups. A22 to A21.22. Oh, please tell me that that's not gonna. Okay. This is gonna be annoying then. Does that count as a vehicle?
What, do wagons count as a vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Really? Fuck.
I think I am like 99% sure that they do.
Horse-drawn transport. Vehicle is always identified. Horse-drawn transport is considered vehicular in nature, except that it expends MF. Fuck. Well, we'll play through it, but for next time. So, because you have to go down a rabbit hole because he's who fucking captures wagons. Whoever has these sorts of fucking things. So, it's a horse-drawn transport counts as a vehicle. So you check the vehicle to see if there's an inherent driver and what the status of that is. It turns out that inherent drivers or unarmed vehicles can be captured, but to do so, you have to check A21.22. And technically, you check A21.2 because you're doing a vehicle can be captured only in the CC phase. If there are no enemy personnel in the location, abandoned, yada yada yada. Otherwise, an abandoned AFV can be captured only by a CC attack capture in its attempt in a CC location, even though it is abandoned. I don't know how this will ever qualify for a vehicle. Like, a white countered vehicle. I don't think my errata will ever show this. Abandoned fancy.
So, okay.
This is why I said we'll just play through it because it doesn't like I'm not here to relitigate an entire turn of movement and like choices and whatever.
Yeah.
The thing that's important here though is that A21.21 temporary driver. So an unarmed vehicle which is captured takes on a new inherent driver at no cost to an MMC captor and can be operated by him even to the extent of leaving a melee hex as per A11.71. If the vehicle was captured by a single man counter, the single man counter is removed until the vehicle takes on a new crew or is abandoned. So the point of this just being because I don't think there's a way for me to catch up anyways. Because if we play this out super quick, roll the rallies you have in T1.
Yes. And
Boo.
yes.
So then that happens. I'll take an 8 flat against your guys in Q1. I get a pin task check only. Oops. I keep doing that. Against these guys.
Yep. They're fine. Oh, sorry. Leader's fine. Other guy's not fine.
This one's pinned. Cool. I will take a... I mean, I guess it's not really... There's no point doing that guy. 4 up 2. Nope. You know what? I might as well. D1 against S10. It should just be in the open, so it's a 7 flat. 7 on 7 is a normal, I believe. Yeah.
It's fine. He's broken.
Cool. And then that'll be it for prep fire. Movement phase. This is basically where like I don't think there's anything I can do. So I'll declare movement with H4. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, I'll declare CX and H1. So 1, bypass 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the stack in the middle in Q5 declares CX goes to B5 for 1.
Yeah, I will try to shoot you. Can you do that?
No.
Yeah. 4.
Oh, that is clean, Dan.
2 down 2.
Sure.
6 on 2 is a pin.
I don't want it to be. Pintas leader, and then okay. Anything else?
Nothing else. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Well,
So,
no, actually, I have to take it because there's nothing else I can do. This guy will fire here for 4. Up. No, 4 flat because you're.
yeah, up 1, down 1. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah. So then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Defensive fire.
Can't.
There's always this guy.
He's broken. Oh, he's pinned.
He's pinned.
So yeah, I guess that would be 6 up 1. Pentastic.
He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced fire phase. Don't think I have any I can really do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like it doesn't. At a certain point, it doesn't really matter because if I can, well, that's not true. Okay, so I will take a shot with P1 to P6. That's a +1. Hold. Why did I have to fucking roll like that? That is a 3.5. Okay, so I don't do anything to the vehicles. But, and that's kind of important. So but here being that is a +1, so it's a 6 on 3.5, which is a normal morale check against the half squad. Does that do anything for the other guys? Because the +2 is just on the 2 hit. Do you add a +2 on our IFT shot for vehicles if they're just shot regularly?
No, because you don't use the IFT. Well, no, I guess.
I don't think you do.
Because
Do
you
you?
could just shoot vehicles with the IFT without having to hit, like if they're unarmored.
Yeah.
Cause, so.
Because if I'm not taking I gotta check motion here, just to make sure. Because my gut feeling is that you don't get the +2.
I don't think you wouldn't because you can't make a 2 hit.
Yeah, but so for anybody who's checking, D 2.4, what was it? 2.41. The +2 DRM if it's by DC, Molotov, Overrun, or CC, but not any other attack resolved on the IFT. So basically, what this means is there's a morale check on the half squad, and there's a morale check on the inherent drivers of both wagons, because they all get targeted in the same fashion. How does that count for? So I guess that then reverts to your nationality inherent counter. Holy shoot! I don't know why I'm saying it that way when I've been swearing all day here.
Yeah. I was,
Fucking weird. A vehicle crew counter. No, where was the all unarmed vehicles are manned only by an inherent driver. Whenever a crew. No, that's not it. There you go. Inherent crews of unarmored vehicles take morale check with a morale level equal to that crew's nationality. Best unbroken first line. So an armored factor vehicle or armored fighting vehicle is best elite, and an inherent unarmored is best first line. So, because this basically makes or break, because I'm sure that your plan is to just drive them off, which then counts them as eliminated, which
yep.
which is kind of silly considering the scenario and everything, but that that's just bad design rather than bad play. Like, that's what it comes down to.
So I have to roll my wagon's morale is best.
So I don't. The only reason I'm going to say this is because I don't want to influence which you choose first. But technically, you have the inherent driver and the half squad to choose from, and then I also have my inherent driver.
So I have to choose. So wait, I'm confused. So
So,
now I have to.
because you have a choice between which you roll first. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Between the half squad and then my
And the
inherent driver.
wagon, yeah,
So my
is a 7
driver's
morale.
morale, 7 morale.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine I think
Well,
is also 7. Yeah,
well, sure. I'll just do wagon first, get that out of the way,
sure. Gotta be
and
kidding me.
it's gone.
So I believe the driver. How does that? We're learning a lot here, folks. Okay, so if the driver breaks, where does that toss him? So if I go back to captured equipment, vehicle, that doesn't help. Temporary crew. Nope. Vehicle. Performance, blah, 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 blah. If we go to... Maybe it's back in the inherent crew stuff. Okay, so CEDRM, unprotected crews, through an unarmored, open top, yada yada. The vehicle automatically stops when its crew breaks. If the crew routes or is eliminated, the vehicle is marked with an abandoned counter. And I think because inherent drivers are never represented as a crew, I think it just turns into an abandoned vehicle. Like
Okay.
that's my reading of it, cuz normally the crew would bail or do whatever in an unprotected vehicle. But because it's just a driver, you can't route, you can't get out, you're just I think it just counted as eliminated. Like the driver is not the vehicle. Um but it is marked with an abandoned counter. And then route check, of course.
Okay, that's game.
Ugh. Oh, dice.
I feel like this scenario. I don't know. Like we've played a lot of scenarios, but I think this is the first one where I could honestly say I feel like the evening could have been spent doing something better. Like,
I don't disagree. I think it's a I have a very like wishy-washy feeling towards this scenario. I'm not a fan of how it's written. Um like the briefing is fine and all that, whatever, but it's just the fact that like lay board 70 on top of board BG1 where nobody writes it that way. Just you're already on the halfway point or whatever. Like I don't know. It's just strangely written, and the the I don't know, man. I think like us playing it the way we did, it really exposes a lot about the scenario. Like, there's no reason for these wagons to not have crews. They're bringing infantry guns, so they should have their crews with them. You can just make it as SSR that the crews can't do anything. But it's strange. Um, there's no, there's nothing in the special scenario rules or the victory conditions that say anything about like if the Polish player gets control and just drives them off. Like, should there be something about control or whatever? Um, and then obviously either they never considered it, which I think might be the case because we I play fucking weird. I will admit that. Um, but like having to take control of white counters, which is a weird, very weird thing to say in context, but having to take control of white counters and then having all the different interactions, like there's no rule reference anywhere, right? Like they don't go like, make sure to check rule, A9 or whatever. Um, do you mind doing me a favor and uh, rolling a CC, doing a CC roll? Just one straight up CC roll. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna call it a draw because had we not flubbed it either way, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just call it a victory for you.
uh,
Because if you had gone into CC, right, which makes more sense. Like if you have to try and like take control of it or whatever, and you can only do it in CC, you're not doing that on horseback because that doesn't make any sense. Um, so you would have dismounted anyways. Then you'd be in CC, and then you have to make a capture attempt. But there's not really much of a point to do a capture attempt against an unarmored vehicle because it the unarmored vehicle is a -3.
yeah.
Now, technically, I guess motion would count for +2, so it's just a -1. But like, I don't know, man. I think it's fine giving you a victory on that one. I think it's a silly enough scenario that like I'll either mark it as a draw or a victory for you, and I'll probably mark it as a victory for you. But it is a very, yeah. There's something about this scenario that like
I hesitatingly take the victory. Not because not because I don't trust you, but just because this scenario is just it's one of the scenarios of all time. I'll give you that. It's not, and that's the thing about it, where it's just it's like we've had dark scenarios before. We've had
mm,
scenarios that made us like rage before, but this is the first one where where I think we're just like, this just seems legitimately stupid, and I'm just gonna just kind of throw out the wall and see what sticks. I don't know.
considering the last scenario I played with Rob. Hi Rob. Uh, Despite everything, it was fun on Monday. Um, I definitely appreciate this scenario in like its form more than the scenario the Bloody Saber on Monday, because that one was literally like the German has no choice in anything outside of shooting. You're gonna get charged, therefore you still have no choice in shooting because it's all final protective fire stuff anyways. Um, so the scenario gets decided really, really like quickly, far quicker than today. This scenario, I kind of like what it's going for. Like, I think it has some stuff going for it. I think the problem is that, like, I think this scenario is great as a guided scenario. Like, if you use this as a primer for inherent drivers, capturing vehicles, capturing unarmored vehicles specifically, like, you can have someone who owns two calculators and gets really into the weeds, whether you write boobs or ass, and
Yeah,
really get down to like, you should do this for this reason, and here are your odds, your probability, because there are plenty of magazines in the ASL world throughout the years that have done that sort of thing, and I think can have like a really positive effect on the community, because you're starting to think about numbers a little bit more, and what
yeah,
risks you should or shouldn't take. And I think this scenario is a great example of like what rules actually matter here and what should you pay attention to. Because if we'd known the CC stuff, um I don't know if it necessarily changes much to my deployment. I think maybe I take one squad out, and I put them closer to where the vehicles are going to come in, but that's about it. And it's pretty big when you consider that I only have 7 squads type shit. Um, but like the only other thing I can say is like I think you should have charged with cavalry, and that's probably about it. There's like nothing really else you can say. Like cavalry, I think it might just be for cavalry wave. Actually, no. You know what? You don't get the +1 for morale on cavalry wave either. I don't think. Huh? Cavalry wave. Do you get the +1? No, it doesn't increase. Well,
I don't
still.
know. As I say, like I try to start. I try to come into every scenario with a morale of 7, personal morale of 7, if not 8. But like every time I see cavalry on the board, I, then no matter who has it,
Which is a bad
I'm
time.
like my morale drops to 6. I'm like,
Yeah. What were your our averages? Yeah, I had CCs whatever. That didn't matter. That I feel is not. I feel like that's telling a lie.
it's because I rolled 3. I rolled 3
Snake
snake
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah.
But one of those snake eyes ended up getting a guy broken anyways.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then there was the 12 on the guy that made it past. Like if this guy gets behind the guy with the LMG, doesn't roll a 12, that's game basically, because I wouldn't have been able to catch up no matter what. And you've got a
yeah,
leader with it would have made things extra hard to the point where I don't think I could have gotten past.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's good scenarios. There's bad scenarios. There's like scenarios so bad that they're good, and then scenarios that are just so bad that they're bad. This one's just so bad that it's boring. It was just, I think, of the worst kind of scenario. Not gonna lie.
I don't.
um,
I can't really say I disagree. Like I do think it's missing something,
yeah.
and that
I
yeah,
mean,
like
we like when we're both able to call like what turn this is gonna end. It's kind of like
yeah, which I think speaks to um aggressive deployment versus like conservative defensive setup. You know what I mean? Because like
yeah,
there's a world where definitely like I set up way more in the village than anything else, because you
yeah.
still have a lot of open ground technically to cover. So you know it's options. I'm actually, now that I'm looking at this, I'm actually kind of surprised that this wasn't turned into a wood building. I don't know if that's like a glitch or something.
No,
Oh,
it should have been.
I
It
know why.
is.
I know.
It
Oh yeah, we count it as it, but I know why. It's because it's BG. That's the BG board, so they don't have it.
stupid BGs.
The other thing too that I only thought about this after the fact, and I was kind of if anybody ever plays this scenario, I mean you probably should, but just for the learning the unarmored stuff. But if you ever play this one, or come across this sort of scenario, um, just have the guys with wall advantage. Don't take the building, because if you take the wall, you deny. I would have denied you getting into S1 and getting the wall.
Yeah,
That's the only thing. The only thing I wanted to really say is like, ah, man, I would have been even smarter if I'd done it that way.
that would have been. I was gonna say, yeah, that's like playing like 4D chess right there. At
Yeah,
that point,
but you know, hindsight is 2024 or whatever.
yeah,
I don't know
I
how that
suppose.
goes.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know. I have like 10/10 vision, man. I don't know.
all right. So next week we have leaving Changsha,
Hell yeah.
which I don't. Do I have this scenario card in front of me? That one's gonna be.
Uh, you have it. It's right there with like right there in our latest
I know, but I
messages.
think I sent it via my phone, so I don't think I have it on my desktop.
Yeah.
Which I could, I guess, I could just go into our private conversation or whatever. But uh, either way, Japan versus China should be fun. I think it's the Japanese that are trying to leave. Like they're trying to get guys off the board.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
because the
there's
Chinese have a gun, and I always every
yeah,
time I see that on the Snare Archive, I think that they're.
yeah. Japanese win a game in if they. No, it's not even a leave one. It's Japanese win a game in if they amass a number of VP equal to or greater than number bid.
Really? What do we got
Yeah.
here? Japanese remember VP. Oh right, because it's the tournament setting. It's the bid, but the bid is VP are awarded to the Japanese at game end as follows: squad equivalent and functioning sport weapon exited from the north edge of the board. Each mobile Chinese AFV with functioning MA in any road. Oh right, so if the Chinese are close enough to the north edge, they deny points, and then if Japanese AFV, yeah, so it's exit based. Japanese are trying to exit. So we'll have to figure out whose side either side wants to be on and all that jazz. But should be fun nonetheless. Um, for the people watching, I do want to thank Pirlouplouf. I'm going to assume that's Pirlouplouf. Thank you for the follow. It's always appreciated. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. See you on Monday. Bye.